Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome to Hera English School Online Teaching Standard 10th. Today in history subject, inshallah, we are going to see the political science section, lesson number 4, that is social and political movements. Now, this is on page number 91. Read out the news in the local newspapers. Movements against the child marriage has been successful to a great extent, and the extent of child marriage has been reduced in India by 50%. The workers in these movements worked very consciously. Workers from the movements against dowry also helped them. Now there is a need to start a drive against malnutrition, because poverty and malnutrition are the two important problems to be taken on priority basis. Priority means the important things. In the above newspaper items, different movements are included. Can you explain these meanings? These news deals with the different subjects. Are movements related to only one issue? No, there are many problems in the society that need to be solved one after the another, and the preference given to the more important things to do first. If different movements cooperate with each other, will there be more effective? Now in the last chapter we got the information about the national and regional parties. Political parties compete for political power. They fight the election. They win the elections and try to resolve the problems of the common man. Political parties generally adopt a comprehensive perspectives. They cannot concentrate on just one particular issue for public cleanliness to space research. They have to take into consideration all the matters from the national perspectives and take decisions. Political parties are expected to have a program for the problems of all sections of the society. Political parties adopt policies taking into consideration the interests of the farmers, the businessmen, the laborers, women, youth, and elderly citizen, that is the senior citizens. There are n number of problems of the senior citizens as well. Now the question comes is, why the movements? Why the movements are important? Because of the movements, all the people in the society cannot participate in political parties and contribute to the social welfare. Some people focus on a particular issue or a problem and pursue it, continue to try to solve it. They organize people and try to pressurize the government to resolve that issue or that problem. They constantly follow up on the issues, build public opinion about it, and thereby put a pressure on the political parties and the government. This type of organized activity is called as a movement. Such movements are very important in the democracy. This is the voice of the common people. Different social problems come under discussion through these movements. Government then has to pay attention to such problems. Leaders and activities of the movement provide necessary information about these issues to the government. This information is very useful for the government while taking the policies. Some movements aim at opposing the particular decision of the policies of the government. Last time we have seen one of such policies of the government was coming up, and then it was being protested by the people in the form of the movement for the many particular issues. The rights to protest are considered an important right in the democracy. However, these rights need to be used patiently and responsibly. As a responsible citizen, we should understand and then protest against each of the problem. Now, what particularly is a movement? A movement is a collective action. People's active participation is expected in a movement. Moreover, movement can be formed when people come together in the interest of a particular issue. For example, we saw regarding the pollution. Pollution can be a single issue for which a movement can be created. We know this example as last time the plastic bags were banned because plastic creates more pollution in the area. A movement has a particular social objective or a focused problem. The example here given is movement against the corruption aims at ending the corruption. Movements have a leadership. Leadership keeps the movement active. There are leaders who motivate and cheer people, and they give speeches which motivate the people, and they all come together to fight against one of the evil in the society. Like last time Raja Ram Mohan Rai fought for the widow remarriage and many other problems. And also Mahatma Gandhi had fought for the untouchable peoples in the society. Now movements have a leadership. Leadership keeps in the movement active. Objectives of the movement, programs of actions, strategy of agitations are decided by its leader. A strong leadership makes movements effective. Movements have organizations. Without an organization, it becomes difficult to follow up the issue. For example, farmers' organizations work for the farmers' movement. You must have heard and seen also in the cities sometimes the rickshaws are going on the strike because of the problem of the auto rickshaw drivers and those driving the rickshaw. Another many of the issues we have seen, sometimes there are the people laborers of the garbage picking area, they go on strike and so much dirt is collected everywhere, and that's why people need to solve such kind of issues very fast. Any movement requires public support. People should feel connected to the issue that is undertaken by the movement. Movements have a program of action which help them to shape the public opinion. You must have seen on Twitter also many of the people asking regarding the views and likes for that problem or particular kind of a issue which needs to be solved. Now, important movements. Some of the important movements which we are going to see here are the tribal movements. Okay, the people from the rural areas, those who are from the tribal area, traditionally very old culture following areas, they have their own problem as they are coming from the society of a very backward class. They don't have education, their livelihoods are taken away, they live in the forest like area. The forests are the main resource from which they get the money, but because of the cutting down of the forest and the trees, their resources have been lost. So there is a very difficult condition. We see one of the example is of that of the Adivasi peoples here. Now the tribal movement in the pre-independence period, the British government deprived tribal people of their right to livelihood on forest resources. There was a tribal uprising in Kollam from Chota Nagpur, Gond from Orissa, Koli, Bhila and Ramoshi from Maharashtra, Santhal Bihar, Santhal and Munda community from Bihar. The tribal struggle has continued since those days. Tribals in India face several problems. One major problem is that they are denied or they are not allowed right over the forest. The forest cuttings are taking place. Many of the things, natural resources which they get from the forest. Last time the tribal people, they were selling the honey, the wood, wax and many other things, raw materials which were available in the forest. But because of the killing cutting or down of the trees and the forest area has become less and their livelihood is being lost. The main demand of the tribal movement is to accept their right over forest. They should be allowed to collect products of forest and also should have a right to cultivate on forest land. Farmers movement in India. Farmers movement in India is an important movement. During the British period, farmers started getting organized due to the anti-agricultural policies of farmers. As farmers were to give the heavy taxes to the government, British government was forcing upon them to give heavy taxes. So the farmer were very much angry upon the British government. So you must be aware of the farmers movement that had took place in Bardoli, Champaranya. You remember when Mahatma Gandhi was supporting the farmers. Then the movements against the revenue collection, heavy taxes were put on the farms of such people and the movements against the revenue started. The farmers movement were inspired by the thoughts of Mahatma Phule, Justice Ranade and Mahatma Gandhi. Due to some reforms in agriculture, that is tenancy law, laws relating to tilting of the land, the farmers movement slowed down. After the Green Revolution, the farmers movement became more active and effective. Though Green Revolution aimed at increasing the agricultural production and achieving the self-sufficiency in the country. Inshallah will continue next time. Jazakallah.